Hello, and welcome to another Rouge unit of the week. And today we're taking a look at the B-239E Brewster aeroplane. During the Winter War, the Finns approached the Americans about buying some modern combat aircraft. The Americans would end up selling 44 of their F-2A1 Buffalo airplanes to the Finns. They would be sent out in early 1940 and would enter service in 1941 in the Finnish Air Force. Finnish pilots would end up quite liking the plane due to its easy handling as well as reliability. You see, in the Pacific, when the Americans were using them, these planes had a rather nasty habit of overheating the engine. That is, Finland, that wasn't so much of an issue. Fighter Squadron 24 would claim 477 Soviet aircraft shot down, compared to only 19 of their Buffaloes being shot down, meaning a kill ratio of 26-1. As the war later developed, the Buffaloes would be slowly pushed out of service, as they were slowly being equipped with Messerschmitt 109 fighters, but by the end of the war in 1945, 8 of these airplanes would have survived. In-game, the B-239E Brewster is a 65-point fighter available exclusively to the Panzer Division, and it has 2 weapons. Well, that's kind of a lie. It's really just one weapon spread out 4 different times. You got 4 50 cals, 2 in the nose and 2 in the rings. You got a decent amount of ammunition. The runs in the nose are slightly more accurate. Yeah, they're just 50 caliber machine guns, nothing really all that crazy, but 4 of them is a decent amount. If you pop down to the miscellaneous stats, it's a fighter, surprise surprise, a speed of 480 kilometers, normal optics, good agility, and bad resilience. In-game, the B-239E Brewster is honestly a fantastic little aircraft. Yes, by 1944 standards, it is a little bit outmatched compared to other airplanes, but the main thing it has going for it is its excellent turning radius, because it actually has excellent agility, mainly due to the fact you can only get out to self-veterancy, extra-veterancy increases your turning radius, meaning that you can outturn the majority of other fighters in game, unless they're also a small nimble aircraft with 2-star, 1-star veterancy, which isn't an awful lot. So in a turn fight, one-on-one, mano-to-mano, you can get behind the bugger and blow them up, which is fantastic. Now, it doesn't have the best offensive armament. It's enough to take down fighter planes, but bombers, you're going to have a little bit of a trickier time. In terms of availability, you get 2 in A phase and 4 of them in B phase. I personally recommend taking them in A phase, as there's less anti-air on the field, and so if you're gonna have a dogfight, you're gonna have a much better time at winning when there's not Soviet 37mm guns pounding at your cockpit. It's a really good plane in terms of just being a solid, one-on-one, man-on-man, air-night to air-night fighter plane, but other environmental factors of the battlefield, such as anti-aircraft weaponry, may change that. It's also a bit slow, which is its other major downfall. At only 480 kilometers an hour, you're going to have a hard time catching up to enemy airplanes, and also trying to run away if you get into a bad spot. But at the same time, it's 65 points. You lose it, big deal. May not get a lot of them, but it's much better to lose a cheaper plane than an expensive plane. I also just like this plane a lot because it looks very cute. It looks like something the kids would draw. It's small, it's compact, it's a nice looking plane. And on that note, I'm going to leave it off. Yeah, this has been another Rouge of the week. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. And as usual, please just take it easy.